Hello, I'm Pastor Matthew Verhoeg, and I'd like to explain to you Luke chapter 8, verses 40 to 56 in 3 minutes. In these chapters, we have this sort of sandwich construction. We have at the beginning Jairus, who comes to Jesus. He's an elder of the Jews, and he begs Jesus to heal his daughter. Now, Jesus is inclined to go with him, but as he's going, we have the middle part of the sandwich, the story of the woman with the flow of blood. This woman who has this discharge of blood. She's had it for 12 years. Now, this is a heavy burden on her, not just medically, but the fact is that she has been an outcast this whole time, because if you have a discharge of blood, you cannot go to the temple. In fact, people who are sitting on the same couch as you can't go to the temple and worship. So this is a very big problem. Now she needs healing. She hears about Jesus and she goes, but she's a little scared because she doesn't go and ask Jesus. She creeps silently behind him. And as she's creeping behind, she reaches out and she touches the fringe of Jesus' garment, maybe the tassel on his cloak. And as she touches the fringe, she's immediately healed. Now Jesus, knowing this, asked, "Who touched me?" And his disciples, Peter, is like, "Hey, everyone's touching you, Jesus. What are you talking about?" But Jesus knows who touched him, but he's giving the woman space to approach him on her own terms. Now she comes trembling, falling down, but Jesus accepts her and says, "Daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace." How Jesus' holiness makes this woman clean. We see Jesus' power as well as his mercy. It's so beautiful. He calls her daughter. This woman who was a former outcast is now welcomed into the family of God because she has faith in Jesus. Meanwhile, Jesus' delay with this woman has caused Jairus' daughter has now passed away. News comes and they say, "Don't bother Jesus anymore." But Jesus says, "Don't fear, only believe. She will be well." Jesus gets to the house and the mourners are wailing and weeping about the beloved daughter is now dead. But Jesus says she's not dead, but only sleeping. Now Jesus knows she's physically dead. Her heart is not beating. Her spirit has departed. But Jesus is teaching us, when he calls people to die sleeping, he's teaching us that for those who hope in God, death is more like sleep than some hopeless end, because just like sleep for those who hope in Christ, they will wake up when the last trumpet sounds and we will be with God forever, more alive than we've ever been. Now, Jesus is laughed at, but he goes upstairs and there's no magic. He simply looks at the child, takes her hand and tells her, "Get up." And she does, because Jesus is the author of life. Now, in both these stories, we have Jesus delaying action. There's the woman, 12 years suffering. There's the child whom Jesus seems to be too late. Many times in our life, we seems like it's too late for God to act. This story shows us it's never too late. God arrives in our lives precisely when he means to.